Hi everyone. Today, Kari looked a little excited there for a minute. A fly just went by. That gets him excited because he likes to chase them. Anyway, this column I'm going to read today is called Nightmares from February 1984. Many times I've been startled awake in the middle of the night by a teary-eyed child who has had a nightmare, a terrible, scary dream filled with monsters and ghosts, spiders and snakes. This is especially after an evening watching Godzilla devour Japan. It usually takes all the patience I have, to talk them into confiding in me. Only after the monsters are out and talked about can they effectively disappear so mother and child can return to a more peaceful sleep. Lately, I've run into nightmares that are far scarier than the hugest monsters or blackest spiders. The dreamer is caught in the midst of unbelievable happenings for what seems like hours, unable to wake. The dreamer is my husband, Bob. When awakened by children out of a sound sleep, I felt shaken and disoriented. When the person lying next to me goes into his nightmare routine, thrashing about and mumbling, I'm instantly awake, wondering if I would be mistaken for his nightmare adversary. Bob, I tried to ease him back to reality quietly at first. I don't know why I did this. It never works. He continued with his troubled dream. By now, his legs were moving, and so was I, to the farthest corner of the bed. "Bob, wake up," I said, in closer to normal tones. This time I got a reaction. Bob rolled over on his back, flung his pillow to the floor, and said, "Enough already," very distinctly. I had enough, that was sure. "Bob, wake up," I said as I pulled the blanket off my husband. That worked. "Huh? Something wrong?" Bob asked as his eyes blinked open. "You were having a nightmare." "Oh, I guess I was," he said. "Do you want to talk about it?" He smiled. "Only if you won't laugh." "Now, why should I laugh?" I said. "Ouch, don't do that." "You must have had some kind of monster chasing you in your dream. I expected you to jump off the bed any second and run out the door screaming." Bob was actually giggling now. "Some would consider them monsters," he said. "I was being chased by an IRS agent. He kept throwing forms at me, giving me paper cuts and yelling, 'You didn't fill in Schedule SE. You forgot Form 4797. It was terrifying." I went back to sleep, thinking Bob had better get a break from the bookwork he was doing. Shuddering ever so slightly, I hope Bob's IRS agent wouldn't get me. Spiders I can handle. I think that was one of Bob's oddest dreams. Yes, for sure. Because I know he had dreams about riding a tractor when the brakes wouldn't work. I'll come across that column someday too. But at IRS chasing him, that was really crazy. And I did duck because maybe he would have thrown the pillow at me thinking I was the agent. I hope you enjoyed this story from the 1980s of Words in My Pocket, and come back again for another fine trip down memory lane on Sunnybrook Farm. Until next time.